Hey there, welcome back to the wonderful world of Onshape. So for this video, we're going to go over how to make 5 different designs. So notice we're making a square, a rectangle, a vase, a funnel, and then a stop sign or an alto sign. So just keep in mind that you can drag your items if you're using a mouse. You can click the middle wheel, drag it, you can zoom in, you can rotate objects, or you can even get back to them by using this box over here. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and close this document. You won't have that view. You're going to have this view. You're going to go ahead and click on, well, you might be on activity. So you do want to click on documents. And then from documents, you want to click on create, select document, and then title this as intro to Onshape or whatever you want. Anyways, keep at it. Or whatever you want. Name doesn't really matter. So right here, we're going to start off with our square. So I'm going to rename this right here to read square or close enough. All right, so we hit enter. So now I'm going to select sketch. I'm going to select my front plane. I'm going to draw or select this drop down menu, click on center point rectangle. I go to my front view. I click on this orange and notice how it turns orange and I just click. So this blue piece right here means that I'm constrained. I'm locked into the center right here. So I can't move this, but I can't expand it. So I'm going to click on this area here where it says dimension or the letter D. Notice the shortcuts. I click here and I type out a value of 1, and this should be in inches. Now I'm going to open up a drop down menu that gives me access to these tools right here. I click this equal sign and the letter E. I select this right here, and notice how everything turned black. This means that this is fully defined. So now I'm going to select extrude. If you click the green check mark to save your work, that's fine. You can also just click extrude right here. And now we're opening up our three-dimensional options right here. And we're going to select this face. I'm going to go with symmetric. So we have half of the inch going in one face or to the front side, and then the other half going to the back. And that's pretty much it. We created a square. Now we're going to do less work. Let's go ahead and select square. We're going to right click on it, select duplicate. You want to rename this other one right here. It says square copy 1. And we're going to call it a rectangle. So yeah, and we accept that. So now we go to rectangle, and here we want to go to extrude number 1. We want to select this and just add a value of whatever. There's not 1. That way we make it a rectangle. And to get those curved surfaces, I'm going to select on fillet. I'm going to click this surface right here, or this corner, and I get that corner to look like that. We could also chamfer, which you should try this out for your video, and it looks like that. So now it kind of looks like almost like a barn, and I don't know, maybe you could use that from Monopoly in a way. Forget a hotel, get a barn. We can also use some other features too. Maybe we want to, shell that, and yeah, we have that barn-looking thing right there. So something else that we can do, if we go back to square, by the way, it's loading, but I'm kind of impatient. I might have to wait. Okay, so let's go here, and let's go ahead and select sketch. We're going to select the surface here. I'm going to select this letter A right here as a text. And I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to type out my name, Alejandro, and click the green check mark. Notice how this name is pretty big. I can adjust it like this, or I can move it around. But to change the size, I do need to select this drop-down menu right here where it says linear pattern. I want to select transform. I want to highlight all of this text, and notice how I have this corner arrow, and I can scale my name. And then I can click on this box and hold, and I can drag the name to wherever I want. Let's go ahead and accept that. And that's on that surface. So now let's go ahead and extrude it. And I'm going to select sketch number 2. Notice I have this face right here. And I'm selecting add, blind. Notice these other options. Make sure you match it, but this looks weird. So I'm going to drag this back. There's a little arrow there. But then it still looks weird because we can accept that. But another option is that we can also remove. And I'm going to drag this into the surface. And now my name is got into my block. All right, let's keep going. So we duplicated this earlier, so now we're going to click this plus sign. We're going to create Part Studio. We're going to rename this to read vase. Whoops. Let me try that one more time. So right click, rename, and we're doing vase. All right, So now I'm going to select this front view and I'm going to select sketch. I'm going to draw a line like this. And right now the dimensions don't matter. There's another line. I'm going to hit escape or deselect and I'll draw another line over here. And then I want to use my spline tool. And I didn't connect that right now. We always want to connect. So let's zoom in right here. So I'm going to drag this, click here and click there, and I'm going to click coincident. And I'm going to move these spline handles to get a curve and go to accept. My computer's kind of lagging it, but that's okay. All right, so at this point I'm going to hit revolve. I'm going to select this surface. Revolve axis will be this line right here. And we have a vase looking thing, or plants are better yet. So now let's go ahead and shell this. So click shell, click this surface, and we're good. We created our vase. But if we want a funnel, let's go ahead and duplicate this. Select this one. And where it says shell 1, we go down here and we click this other surface, and now we've created a funnel of some sort. And we can also adjust this in this area here. We can adjust the height or the width. Looks awkward, but that's okay. And there we go. We have that. All right, so now for the final one, let's go ahead and create our alto sign. So I'm going to create Part Studio. And here we want to select front. I'm going to do sketch on the front view. We're going to click on inscribe polygon, select the drop-down menu, click on inscribe polygon. Let's center that at the origin. Notice how it turned orange when we added that relationship. And we want 6 sides for a hexagon, or you can do whatever you want. And if you want to do whatever you want, just hit escape, double click that, and put in whatever value you want. I'm going to do that. All right, so now we're going to add something else before we move. Select offset, and we're going to hover over everything, and we're going to deselect this construction line, which you'll learn how to do later. And I'm going to move this arrow backwards, click again, and accept. So watch closely as to what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to do extrude. I'm going to select these 2 surfaces. I'm going to go to the back side. I'm going to make it a little thinner and accept. And now notice how this is hidden right here. I'm going to view this. I'm going to extrude one more time. I'm going to select this layer. I'm going to make it a little shorter. And now we have this indentation. So let's comfortably write in here. So I'm selecting sketch again. I click this center. And by the way, notice how many of sketches and extrusions I have. You should match mine. And I'm going to create my alto sign here. You can use stop or do whatever language you want. I think we're limited to, these characters on our keyboard. All right, and go ahead and accept that. And notice we can adjust it, and you can scale it if you want. Let's go ahead and click extrude. That's awkward. Awkwardly, extend it out. So let's go in like that. Go ahead and accept. And then for the pole, go ahead and click sketch. Select this bottom face here. And let's go ahead and select circle. And then we have a circle. So we can actually move this around. The size doesn't really matter of this, but it should be somewhere in the center. Go ahead and click extrude. And there you go. It's all done. So at least for my students, I will be checking your work and I want to see your versions. So notice right here it saves everything that you've done. And I want to go ahead and check this for your items. So see how it has everything listed, the vase, the square, and whatnot. So anyways, thanks for watching. Try it out. And welcome to the world of Onshape. Good luck.